Athens, Georgia, in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front.
He's going to go for a big one. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Grab near the sticks. It's Overton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go back to the ground. Running to Green. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. They've got the screen set up. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games, set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Overton. And they're able to get him on the ground.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
Unloads quickly. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. Off play action on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out route. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown, and a chance on this drive to even the score. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside you, David Butler. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo. Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Tight end now in motion. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense wins.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Let's see what they do on third down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Riley. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Just keeps slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll leave it with him. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. He wants to throw it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On first and 10 from the 38. Back to pass. It's Simmons. Pulls it in. It's Weeks. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. He might want another play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Picked off, and they ruin have to play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
And the Dogs will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Really good coverage by this defense. It's hard to play that slant route. These big bodies, wide receivers that are coming in, it's a timing throw with the quarterback, but nice job getting his hands on the receiver, making it hard for him to catch it and batting the football down.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. The give from the gun. Makes one man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown and just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. Touchdown Sooners! more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands. So,
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
It's a fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Hey, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. That's reeled in, it's Weeks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Line is set on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snatches it on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it on the outside. It's Carry-On. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The give is to Williams. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Fakes to grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Overton. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Bringing the heat. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen,